A powerful explosion equivalent in energy to the detonation of 0.3 kilotons of TNT occurred at a high altitude offshore of Massachusetts on May 30th, 2026. This was triggered by a meteor exploding in the atmosphere, which was initially thought to have been completely destroyed in that process. However, there is now new important data regarding the meteor in question, which changes much of our understanding about it. Hence why I am making this update video. The most important of these changes is that per NASA, multiple fragments from the meteor are now believed to have actually survived the atmospheric explosion and impacted the ground, meaning those surviving fragments could be classified as meteorites and these could very well end up being found. But there's more. Early indications not only suggest that many fragments reached the ground, but that many of these fragments were actually quite large fragments. Whereas typical meteorites weigh on the order of 1 to 10 grams or 0.04 to 0.35 ounces, the fragments detected on radar were all in the range of 38.2 grams to 18.4 kilograms or 1.35 ounces to 40.49 pounds. There's only one small but major problem. All of these meteorite fragments landed in the middle of Cape Cod Bay at these approximate coordinates, where the water depth is about 100 feet or 30.5 meters. The good news is that all signs point towards the meteorites that are now submerged in Cape Cod Bay being highly magnetic, having a dense iron-nickel composition. NASA suggests in this linked article that these meteorite fragments could be found by dangling a 100-foot-long rope with a powerful magnet on its end. Just be aware that, and trust me from experience, there are plenty of magnetic items of human origin sadly in the oceans. I am not telling or suggesting for people to specifically look for these meteorites as it could be dangerous. I am just saying that it is feasible that a team of professional scientists with abundant oceanfaring experience with a decent amount of time might legitimately be able to recover some large meteorite fragments. So, we may end up hearing about such finds in future news if they are found, but it is unclear if any ever will be found or if trained professionals will even look for them. I will let you know if any such voyages are made, although I do not currently know of any planned. And now, a quick update on the statistics regarding this meteorite. Due to updated information, the meteor was up to 1.26 meters or 5.25 feet wide, had a mass of 5.6 metric tons, entered the atmosphere at a velocity of 42,000 miles per hour or 18.776 kilometers per second, and exploded into fragments at an altitude of 31.1 miles or 50 kilometers. The meteor also exploded with a force equivalent to the detonation of 230 tons of TNT rather than the previously stated 300 tons of TNT, entered the atmosphere at a descent angle of 46 degrees, and was noted as almost certainly being an iron meteorite. Because of the reduced air blast energy release, I can now say that such events of a similar magnitude to that observed on May 30th, 2026 occur about 5 times a year somewhere in the world on average. I have also modeled the updated possible dimensions of the initial meteor, which might have been 86 centimeters long, 125.7 centimeters wide, and 126 centimeters tall, with a size comparison to a washing machine added in. Now, for fun, let's hypothetically assume that the largest modeled fragment did impact the water and stayed completely intact. If someone was to find that 18-kilogram meteorite, how much would it be worth? I'm estimating between $92,000 and $367,000 US dollars, with a value of $5 to $20 a gram depending on the exact iron meteorite type it is. It could be a hexahedrite, octahedrite, or an ataxite. These 3 typical iron meteorite types I have ordered by their general nickel content by weight and whether or not they have a Windman-Staten pattern when cut. I hope that you found this scientific update interesting. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube for supporting my work.